What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 27 of Only the Real Podcast. It's your boy Donovan. I am in the building. I am blessed. I am happy to be here. Overall, just feeling good. Got back in the gym, just readjusting New Year resolution. Just glad to get into it. I'm here with some of my. I don't want to sound just like that nigga. I'm here with some of my realest. Yeah, I can't even switch it up. I'm here with some of my cool friends, some of my close friends. Got my brothers right here with me. Go ahead. Man.
27 don't seem like a lot, but that's a lot of videos. Just hearing you say 27. Think about it. Anyway, I'm tired of. I'm just tired of the busting challenge. Speaking of it, but this shit, that fucking song is just annoying me.
The song does get annoying after a while. You gotta start. I skip into half of the video where they about to do the switch, and then I really after the 20th video, I just start skipping halfway into the video just to see the ass when the switch up happens.
That's the premise of the video. You gotta let the build up happen, man.
No. But the build up be too long. I don't switch from the beginning right to the switch. When they switched up, I switch to 1 second right before the switch happened.
When they be like,
yeah, I go to that part, and then the switch happens. I'm not going from just the beginning, just see the switch. Go ahead, brother Drake.
The boss challenges, they're pretty good though. I really much enjoyed them. That first beginning part is tiring and shit though. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tired of hearing that shit. But
a lot of people doing it. We love it, ladies, women. We love it. Keep it up.
Yeah, please. It's your boy Lieutenant Dre Boogie. You know what I'm saying? It's only the real. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever forget, ladies and gentlemen, without y'all, there is no real. Episode 27. Let's get into it.
Well, since Brandon brought it up, first topic on the docket was the Busted Challenge. So, like we already stated, we're loving it. We are kind of getting tiresome of the beginning part of the song just because we listening to it. I'm still gonna watch the video, but it's just sometimes I don't want to hear the same. Yeah, the same thing. It's just overall, it's just repetitive, but that means I'm watching it a lot, so that's a good thing.
I would take the Busted Challenge over the whole Meg Thee Stallion Body song.
Oh God!
Shit, I listen to the Body.
I didn't see too many Body challenges. I seen a lot more Crybaby challenges.
It seemed like it was hard to do.
I just got
that Body challenge hard to do.
Nah, we talking about the challenges. If it wasn't for the challenges, you wouldn't really listen to. This song, you wouldn't really listen to the song like that.
I would have never heard of the song in general.
So we just want to stick to the challenge. I guess it's a lot more busted challenges than it was Yadi. Because those are a lot of dancing women,
it's choreography. Yeah. Too much more.
This is just
all you gotta do.
It's just do this in the house.
Show that.
That's something nice.
That's all you gotta do.
It ain't even about the ass though all the time. It's about the switch up. It's not. No, it's not.
It's the ass and it's the transformation aspect.
Cause some girls are skinny and they just look good as shit with the tattoo in the proper spot with the outfit, and some pretty girls, some good looking girls, yeah, some beautiful women when they switch up, they just don't have one of the bombest outfits. It's all right, you shouldn't have threw that one on. That wasn't the one. But it's okay, good. It looked good, but I know you got better in your closet. I know you got better.
Yeah.
This is not you're not supposed to put on the dress that you trying to go to a 5-star restaurant, but this is a dress when you go in the stadium and you about to twerk a little ass.
Yeah, show a little side boob, little ass.
You head out the honors. This is what you put on.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to thank the black woman that came up with this challenge. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Erica Banks, thank you for the song. We really appreciate it. Yes, nobody knows the song in the beginning. It goes like that, but TikTok is the hip hop savior nowadays.
Pretty much.
Made a hit.
Yeah,
if you want to go
viral, crazy.
Get on TikTok.
Look what music is coming to. Fucking TikTok.
Yeah, you're right.
To be real,
TikTok getting niggas that bag.
We seen that with what was the
that K-Camp?
K-Camp, yeah. I would think
that's a really good song though.
That was an old ass song that somebody saw and was like, all right, boom, I'm about to make a whole little dance to it, and then it resurfaced and blew up again. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but for like motherfuckers that don't really got much fame or ain't really popping in certain areas or any at all, it helped like them a lot.
It's the
like the
nigga
nigga that
power of Generation Z. Generation Z is more of we
like
about
the beatbox song.
making shit go viral and
I
making.
think that song called Beatbox.
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
This song. Yeah. I didn't. I thought it was a. I thought it was a. This nigga looks like a straight Southern like. Yeah, he got the wits in his head. He's from Florida with the grills and shit. He just. I didn't even know that was a real song for real. I thought the nigga that started the little challenges to it made the song just for the challenge. But you know that put him on. Now he got I heard the song. He got Pooh Shiesty on the remix. You know that's all right.
Yeah, that's definitely that's tough.
Dre, whatever you just Dre? Put, yeah, it's something over top of the phone. You spill some water, like water or something?
No,
shit
it's drying
like
up. Hold on, it's a glare. Hold on, not bad. All right, there you go.
But yeah, TikTok definitely helping niggas. I ain't gonna lie, definitely helping niggas. But yeah, bust it, keep it coming, ladies. I love for y'all to switch it up. You know, you can even redo it if you don't feel like your dress or your outfit was good enough the first time, or you ain't twerked that thing good enough. We don't mind you redoing it. You can do it over. It's okay.
Also, you can make it a couples thing too. You and your dude or your girl.
Do not put a nigga in there. I'm not. What you watch ones of niggas in there?
Yeah.
All right. What's the next topic?
No. I'm just saying.
Crazy.
I'm saying I scroll past a couple. Like for example, Ace Hood didn't want his wife.
I don't want to see Ace Hood in the video.
I don't.
Even if he like dressed up really handsome and got really fine for the ladies and stuff. It's just,
the only busted challenge that I saw with a dude in it, she did it, and as she was twerking, he like came by and was like, "Damn, that's fine," but I don't want to see no.
That's what he did.
I don't want to see no nigga transform.
I didn't know he was gonna show up.
Hold on.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
That's fine. I'm talking about. I think
what Don didn't say it like that at first. Nigga, like, you said the ones with the girl and his man. I was like,
yeah. What we was thinking was like a nigga come in with a hoodie and some shit on.
Oh nah.
Yeah, they both in the camera view as the song starting, the beginning part starting, and they waiting for the drop.
I see that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Men. You don't always have to hop on every fucking challenge, bro. Let the women just do the shit. We enjoying it because the women are doing it. You don't have to do a busted fucking challenge, bro. Just watch.
I don't see no motherfucking niggas busting it out there. The fuck it look like.
What the fuck is you doing? You clown ass nigga.
Well, the niggas are not busting it. They're just trying.
Yeah, they putting it with the suits. Looking like fucking.
The niggas not busting it.
That's like the what you call challenge that happened some months ago. The Don't Rush challenge.
Yeah.
Niggas was just transforming, like just starting off, and then it turned to like a whole family thing, which was cute.
You remember the little challenge where you flip the shoe and then
bitch, sit on my face. That joint, yeah.
That shit, that one was fire though.
I don't know that one.
But I don't know that one either.
It was fast. It went by quick.
Yeah, it did.
I honestly didn't even hear the words that Dre said when he said something.
Sit on my face.
That's how
he said, "Bitch, sit on my face." I attacked that. He was like,
"Oh, that joke. That's Baby King."
Yeah, Baby King.
Type thing. Okay, I know the song. I know you're talking about. I know that song. I'm aware of music. I know that one. I don't like that name even, but
so we all agree that we like the busted challenge.
I need to go on the shirt. I'm aware of music.
That's
perfect. Yeah. What we want to go to now? Since we talk about music, so everybody is aware of not new, but I mean the very popular New York song "Whoopty" by the artist named CJ. Doesn't sound like he says "Whoopty" in the beginning of the song where it starts. Sound like he says "walked in," but whatever. He has that one song that's like very popular. I'm just afraid that I think he's a one-hit wonder or will be a one-hit wonder. It's still early. He still has time. But if the next song or next little whatever EP doesn't do well, I'm gonna do him just like they call Young M.A. Even though Young M.A. is not a one-hit wonder, but Like Young M.A had songs that was popping in New York and areas up north before, like, you know, her like the Ooh song came out. The nigga CJ, all I see is Whoopty. Like I don't know what else, where he came from, what he originated from, like what he sounded like before. So I'm not really sure. I think he's I think he will be a one-hit wonder. And that's all. But I do love the song.
I don't even like the song. It's cool, I guess, but it's whatever.
Well, also liking the song, you gotta acknowledge the bigness of the song. Like whether you like a song or not, you gotta acknowledge how popular it is. So
I'm not discrediting how popular it is. I'm just saying I'm not a big fan of it.
Okay, my question though is like, do you think he would be a one-hit wonder and will he progress to
I ain't get that far yet. I think he will be a one-hit wonder because I don't see another sound. All the New York, what I was gonna say, all the New York music sound like Pop Smoke to me. Like it just sound like the sound he had.
That drill shit. I mean,
not even that. Just literally the sound, like the same sound. Pop Smoke. I thought it was Pop Smoke before he was that. Before I even knew it was him, and I still was like, "Oh, this shit not it for me."
Yeah, the beats that's like that whole beat he had, that sound like some shit Pop Smoke will only do. But I would say
pop out and smoke.
My bad. That Pop Smoke, like in New York, like drill music is becoming like it's been a thing for real. So like their drill music versus Chicago drill music, you can hear the difference. Like you know.
In New York drill music sound like Britain drill music.
Yeah, like Britain grime rap. That's how grime rap. Sound. That's like it's grime rap. They use all them 808. They use all them 808 mellows and shit like that. All them niggas they use all their beats. Right. All them 808.
You always gotta have that 808 in that shit.
Right. That's their shit. That's the 808s. That's their shit. So
they took the UK drill. Basically, the UK been doing that type of drill music for a while, just weird, fucked up, silly ass accents. And New York just made it sound cool.
UK drill rapper, this nigga said the O's got Judas. How many affiliates? I was like, what is happening?
That's how they be talking, fam.
Like that song though.
It's hard though.
He was talking about it. I think yeah, he can definitely come out with another hit, seeming as the catalyst, which was Pop Smoke. He brought a new sound, but he wasn't able to get the time span to like continue it. So it kind of it's just there. Hold on.
Now I'm gonna disagree with your point. But go ahead.
When I finish my point, damn.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I
feel like it's kind of like bringing a new meal to the table, right? It's like bringing a new meal to a potluck, and like you don't show up no more after that, and the meal was really good. Like you're gonna want to get it again. Like you gonna want somebody to bring that meal, and so now we're seeing like a wave of people trying to remake that same meal that Pop Smoke brought to the potluck. And I feel like with him doing that, he can, you kind of come up with a couple of more songs that are kind of being that same catalyst. But I feel like for me, the real thing is if you continue this route of being an artist, what is your album gonna sound like? What is your album gonna sound like? So that's my biggest thing. But I don't think he's gonna be another one hit. I don't think he's gonna be one hit one. I think he's gonna give you another one. He probably
this can't be him. I just looked up his name on this is I think it is, since his name is so common, you go on Apple Music, you search an artist's name. It's another song under the name of CJ that says Blue Devils, and I listen to this shit and that shit's complete ass. But it's not his song. It's not the artist CJ because his name is so generic. So I was about to say What was
you about to say about your point?
I disagree with what you're saying because sometimes we got some artists who hit for a small period of time. Like every artist not meant to sustain,
and that's okay.
Right? It's some artists not meant to sustain a level of activity or a certain level of production. They might give us like he might got that one hit off Whoopty, right? And so let's say he dropped a mixtape, in the next 2 weeks, right?
Something coming soon. He posted this 3 days ago. Say y'all ready, right. So something coming soon.
So he's still riding house that Whoopty shit, right? If I go listen to this mixtape and all this shit just sound like Whoopty 3.0, 4.0.
That's the one I was talking about. That's not him. It's another artist named CJ. Because you go on his Instagram page, he got a generic rap name. So
I'm not trying to hit Whoopty. I'm not trying to hit Whoopty 3.0, but at the same time, you know, when you in a certain genre of music, if it's only certain niggas that do their genre of music to the best of its ability. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know you're going to hear a Whoop-Dee 2.0. That New
Yeah,
York
like-
sound,
like-
he's going to do a Whoop-Dee 2.0.
like-
That's
like
why
Pop Smoke-
I said
Pop Smoke always sound like Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke brought the meal to the potluck, bro.
But
Niggas
see, he
trying to
made
recreate that
it
meal.
mainstream though. But he made it mainstream. Like
But I'm
it
saying,
was cool to be like Pop Smoke.
But Dre,
cool to be like this nigga.
who
I mean,
else?
but that's once everybody got hip and got cool with
Thank
Pop
you.
Smoke.
Thank
It got
you.
normal.
When Welcome to the
I-
Party first got big, niggas like, what the fuck? And then that
Niggas
shit
not
started
rocking with that shit
start
until
vibing.
it really
and then
started
you listen
vibing.
to it, yeah, you listen
And
to
the-
earlier projects, the shit sounded the same. The shit sounded the same.
That's why I
You
said
just
Dre.
caught other hits that dragged on and just made the world catch on to the vibe.
Right. That's why I said every time a nigga brings a new style, rap, like for the most part, not saying everybody, but rap is a copycat league, bro. You gotta be real with it. Every time somebody brings a certain style or wave to the game, niggas try to copy that shit.
Like, that's normal.
I
though.
wouldn't say copy. I mean, I would
Copy
say copy.
Like
It's a blueprint.
People are inspired.
blueprint.
People get
Okay,
inspired.
yeah.
You inspire us.
Yeah.
If they
Blueprint.
set a blueprint,
like
what they
Migos,
might want.
like Migos rap, the way they
Inspired.
flow, niggas try to jock that shit. Drake's kind of adding singing and rapping at the same time. Niggas try to jock that shit.
Inspired.
Like y'all hate when every time I bring that shit, but Future's like mold as far as trap music.
Man, yeah.
Thugs
you got a
mold
point,
as
you got a
far as
point.
trap music. Playboy's Cardi's mumble rap. Like everybody's little aspect of what they brought to the table, niggas kind of that shit was like, all right, bet, let me do this.
But when the Migos had
Playboy
birthed
Cardi,
Playboy
mumble
Cardi,
rap?
and
Yes.
Uzi
What?
and them because they was mumble rappers, and when Young Thug and them was doing that shit for real, like wouldn't they have birthed more so Playboy Cardi
That's
mumble
what I was
rap
thinking.
instead of babe? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I said Playboy Cardi's version because Playboy took Thug's version of mumble rap and he was like, you know what? I don't even want y'all figuring out what the fuck I'm saying. I'm gonna create my own version and call it Cardi.
Yeah, he did take it and become like a bigger cult star
Yeah.
than Young Thug is. And
I
he
feel
did
like
take
he took Thug's version and made it bigger.
Young Thug is still more creative
In my opinion.
artistically.
Yeah,
Young
but
Thug is way more
I'm just saying
creative
that.
artistically, but
so to me,
yeah,
what's
Playboy
up?
Cardi created his own lane. But yeah, definitely once a new style of music happens, you know, everybody gets inspired and just it even happens with R&B, bro. R&B
It's a
used to be in the
trend.
90s. My 90s it used to be niggas used to talk over the beat. I'm sorry, baby. You know, like you get to sing in the
the
same
the 90s,
same
the
pattern.
golden era R&B, bro, because that's when all like the new shit started just really.
Times change
Yeah.
and people change along with the times.
That's true.
We gotta let that shit go.
What?
We can't stop change. No, understand. Listen, we can't stop change. We gotta let go of that mindset of that was a golden era of a certain music because what about in 2 eras? What about another two decades? We'd be like, oh no, this is the golden era R&B. Like that was good for its time, but you couldn't put those R&B music in the climate today and they sell and do well.
Of course not. As you said, time change, but that don't mean you got to let go to your memories and your experiences. That
No.
came along
I'm
with
not
the
saying
time.
let go. I'm not saying let go.
But you
I'm
are
not
kind of
let go
saying
of your
that. You
memories
are kind
and
of saying
your time.
that, though.
No, I'm saying let go of that title of it was the golden era R&B. That's more so what I'm saying. I'm not saying
But
the
that ties
memories you had and
into
all that.
people. That ties into people.
It depends. It is a personal thing, though.
Yeah, it is a personal thing. Because the kids that's 15, 16 now, when they get 20 years older, they're not going to say the 90s was a golden era. It's just like
probably this right now is probably the golden era R&B. Like
it's just like people that 60, 70 and up, they're not going to say 90s is a golden era. They're going to talk about like Motown and like the 70s, 80s, shit like that.
Right. So essentially, what y'all saying is there really is no golden era music.
No, there's
It
a golden
is.
era.
It is
There's a
for-
golden era for certain generations. Or every generation has a golden era that they
Yeah.
believe
Okay.
was their best style of music.
Right. Okay. Got you.
That's all.
No, definite. It's just a opinionated area. That's all.
But
Music
normally,
is all
if the music is
opinionated.
good in that era, like it's gonna be a very populated answer. Everybody's gonna normally be on the same page. But yeah, next on music, Y'all heard of, what's the white boy? The kid, I don't know how to say his name.
Leroy,
the kid Leroy, the white boy from Australia. He's the next big artist right now. He has more Spotify streams than Kendrick Lamar. Now, regardless of Kendrick Lamar not dropping, recently or at all, I think it's kind of crazy how he has came. This nigga has come out of the blue and has surpassed him in monthly listeners. Even though that's just Spotify, but it's just like it just brought me to the point like there really are industry plants out here. There had to be, because niggas get their songs on Madden games, 2K games, and we never heard of them. And that's how they get you. They get the song stuck in your head and playing these damn video games. And some of them be good, but they be on the radio, and you be like, "Yo, what did these niggas have any what type of backward did they put in?"
Define for everybody
who are these niggas?
What an industry?
What an industry plant is, because everybody not gonna know what that is.
There's even a clear cut answer for that.
Well, what do you think is the better question? Like, what do you think the industry plan is? Right. What is your
definition?
I looked it up. Let me read this one. It say the common definition of an industry plant is an artist who has a major / indie label backing their movement, but presents themselves as homegrown startup label to create a presto organic following. So somebody who claims to be like they got that shit from the mud, they grind it to get their followers and all that type of shit. The whole time the label said, "Hey, we see you got this one song on Spotify. It only has 1,000 views. How about we throw you 250,000 and we flip your song and you sign this long-term contract and we make you a star and you keep feeding us money." That's what I think an industry plant is, and it's okay if you become one. If it works out, cool. Like whatever label supporting the Kid Laroi, whatever, they know that this nigga is Australian. Australian doesn't have any bigger success than Iggy in music. And Iggy is washed. Well, I mean, I say washed. He's just not.
Damn.
Not musically inclined anymore.
Straight for the juggler, bro. Straight for the juggler.
My
still
definition
fine,
of industry plant is like somebody that people like put into a stardom status to like change or like take away from the natural like wave of music. So like if say for instance if boom bap rap came back, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's the natural wave of music. Like you got some niggas doing some techno beat music or some shit where he only say one word every 30 seconds or some shit. And now he's surging up the charts and we be like, what the fuck? And then they're basically promoting it like this is the new wave of music when really it's not. But now people are throwing money to this nigga and now they're making money. That's like my definition.
I don't think that's an industry plant. I think that might just be somebody who a label sees a difference in like the taste of music or the style. And the label itself might want to push this style out to grasp one, like, because some people obviously fuck with it. They gonna take the money. I think when people don't fuck with it at all, and then they push it, then I think that makes them an industry plant. But say if the person had like a techno alternate boom bap rap style, and he was doing good on Spotify, that's it, or like on SoundCloud, or had a couple YouTube videos, and then they took that and pushed them from there. I don't think that's an industry plan. I think when you don't have anything except for a song, maybe you release on SoundCloud and it don't have nothing but more than 500 views or 1,000 views, it didn't even grow organically, like the definition said, and they just push you, then you're an industry plan. Because I think it's really hard to just switch the sound of music like that. Like,
I feel like it happened.
Yeah, have you listened to him? The Kid Laroi?
No, I like him. I like him.
I haven't listened.
It's not different. I mean, he makes some sad music like he mixed with Juice WRLD, but he has some good songs. Like he's like one of them kids that just do a lot of. He's all over the place. Like he's not gonna rap like Jock. He's not a rap like Jock Harlow, but he does more of the. No, I would say experiment. He's just one of them internet money kids, or like he does a lot of that sound type of shit. He just it's pretty good. He got a couple songs I really like. And I heard
I'll check them out.
It's not singing.
So do you think they pushed
preaching?
Do you think because they pushed for example, his hit song, if they keep pushing that on you, you'll start to like it. Then you start to search more of his music, and then you liked it, or was it like?
For me, I mean, yes, to answer the question, yes, but then also, I think I like seen him from a Cole Bennett video, and I'm a big Cole Bennett fan. Like, I subscribe to him on YouTube, so whenever a video drops with Cole Bennett, also that's another topic I want to talk about. There's some producers that are like, that are, what do we call Drake whenever somebody do a song with him?
Vulture.
Stimulus package.
No, stimulus package. There are some producers that are stimulus package givers as well. They do songs with niggas. But I heard a song from him. I watched the video, and it was actually a pretty good song. And I just started listening to him ever since.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't know he was from Australia. And the nigga talked like with a lisp, kind of like YBN Cordae and shit like that. But I mean, he's pretty dope. Not gonna lie. Still an industry plant. But
speaking of Cordae, they said he's from Suitland. I know he's from Maryland, but he said he's from Suitland.
Yeah, he's from Maryland.
When I searched it,
I don't know how accurate Suitland is.
That's pretty close. Yeah, I was saying I don't know how accurate it is. It's pretty close.
So could Russ be an industry plant undercover?
No, because Russ
got more money to have these singers out here, bro. You tripping?
Well, outside the money, Russ is independent, and then plus he's independent, so that's a no. And then he took the grind of like pushing a song every single day on SoundCloud, just dropping a new song every day. Like, that's a lot of groundwork and a lot of money he was put into, and he learned how to record his own shit. So I'm gonna say no for Russ.
And Russ is actually good as an artist too.
He got a new song out with Lil Baby that I keep listening to called Ugly. He said he's really good as an artist.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a new song he has out with Lil Baby called Ugly. I've been listening to it every day since it dropped. Probably been out for like a week now. It's really good. But
Russ makes pretty good music, man. So I would hope not. You know.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's an industry plant.
A lot of people don't even know who Russ is. That's crazy.
That is true. Do we have any more music tapes? Any more music things?
Yeah, Division dropped a new song.
Division did drop a new song.
It's pretty good.
I don't really like it too much.
I like it a little bit. I gotta let it grow on me a little more. I think I had to listen to it a couple more times. I don't know.
I hope it grows on me. I mean, I don't really like it too much. I mean, I listen to it. It's not bad. It's just
Jasmine Sullivan dropped her album.
Yeah, EP.
Album.
EP. You gotta be definite about these things.
It's 14 songs. It is an album.
What does that mean?
It's a 14-song album.
It's just a project for her. She said it on her Instagram.
14-track project.
Yeah.
Jasmine Sullivan did drop a project that goes by the name of
Hotels.
I just want to say
that is not how you say the word, right?
Oh,
it is. It's French.
Yeah.
No,
it's supposed to mean hotels. That's what it's supposed to mean.
I'm about to look that one up.
Shout out to Don for giving me this information because I did not know this. My man Benny is coming out with a project with another one of my favorite producers in Harry Fraud. I did not know this.
Music out of Harry Fraud.
No, but this is the thing though. If y'all ever listen to Harry Fraud type beats, I wouldn't have thought that would be something that Benny would hop on. Benny is more like Justice League. Like
Benny could kill anything.
He can. But I wasn't thinking Harry. When I think of Harry, I'm thinking Larry June. I'm thinking Currency. I'm thinking
when they say Benny, I'm assuming Benny the Butcher for the people.
Burner. I'm thinking of them niggas. Like I'm not.
Like Wiz Khalifa, all them around my nigga.
Yeah. I'm not thinking of Benny, so I'm excited to hear how he gonna sound in that shit. That shit about
fire. Oh, it's Halls.
Halls.
Like not Halls, but like Halls. I'm like
Halls, like Halls.
I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know what y'all trying to say.
Hey, it's
the name of Jasmine Sullivan's album or project.
I mean, I got that. I just don't know like the sound.
The word, the H word. Oh.
Yeah.
I just try to look it up. I don't know. But yeah, Harry Fraud, Benny on the way. Yeah. All right. Well, no more music. Ain't no new music really dropped for real like that.
Yeah, music is a little slow. Yeah, you know, everybody waiting to see what Drake about to do because you know he supposed to drop this month. I think niggas chilling. They like, hey, look, Drake said he dropping this month. Everybody, let's stop. Kendrick probably waiting on Drake. You know what I'm saying? You know, niggas be waiting on each other. So Drake in the studio though. So I don't think Certified Lover Boy coming out this month. He keep pushing it back. I know what that means. You know, some more leaks came out probably. So.
All right. Well, another. Go
ahead. Music.
I was
Tory
about
Lanez,
to. Yeah,
Tory Lanez posting a song with the baby, and it was featuring somebody else, right?
Nah, I'm just saying the post. He just said it was the new visuals, audio coming featuring the baby.
That's crazy. He faced so much backlash for that, man. And you know, Megan came to the rescue though. She was like, "That shit's old."
I'm about to say to give more context to the story. Like Dre said, Meg did come out to tweet that video is old and it is not approved by the baby and his management side. So that makes Tory Lanez look, you know,
like he just starting shit. You know, yeah, sucker. You like a sucker for doing that.
Well, I think also it's like two things. Like before the shooting happened, Tory was like kind of, you know, rising up to be on top of the world. And I think at the same time, like he probably has an amazing song, like some amazing music with some amazing artists. But it's just like now, since that shit happens, a lot of people don't want him to put it out and won't support him. So I think he might be running out of steam music-wise by himself in terms of sales and shit like that. He's still getting views, still doing numbers, but I think he's trying to get something to put him on the radio again. Instead of just having What's Poppin' or the Kehlani song or something like that.
I didn't even know he dropped a project recently, the Loner Lil Jump. I didn't even know he dropped that.
I gave it a listen.
How you feel about it? Just quick. How you feel about it? What you heard so far? How you feel?
This is toxic, but it's not better than the one he dropped.
Daystar?
It's not better than Daystar. But his visuals he been putting out has been really good.
Yeah, man, they've been fire. Those been fire.
Definitely has been A1 with the visuals.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to catch that radio one again, or try to if they can. But
it's sad.
Close to being canceled. Close to being. Is his court? The court? You know what? We'll talk about this another time. But I need to check into that court case. See what's going on with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they had the court shit yet.
Oh, okay.
You know how that should be going. It'll be pushed back like 6 months, taking some time. So it won't be until then if he gets charged or not for real, get like indicted or whatever.
Right.
Whatever, get convicted, whatever. If he get convicted, whatever, then his career is basically over. But
it's done.
If not, man, I expect a lot of people to like apologize and start like fucking with him again. But I pray for everybody involved in the situation. Let's see. So y'all want to go ahead and talk about, you know, the fucked up shit that's been happening in the District of Columbia the past week?
Other than the Trump terrorists trying to, you know what I'm saying?
The what?
The Trump Brigade terrorists. Running up and that's what you gotta call them motherfuckers. Niggas is calling them.
Just explain what happened for people that might live under the rock.
Recording last week, earlier that day, the Trump Brigade terrorists decided they wanted to storm the Capitol because they head honcho Orange is still mad at the fact that, you know what I'm saying, he lost the presidency.
Time out. Let me add something that sounds more in context. There was a report of a group known by the name of Proud Boys coming to DC to protest at the Capitol. We knew this ahead of time before it happened, and then the events that Brandon is currently explaining occurred. So go ahead. I just wanted to get that out there.
No, you good. So yeah,
it was to march at the Capitol or march in front of the Capitol or protest in front of the Capitol or whatever the case may be, and then that led them to storming, being invited in past the gates to the Capitol, and then that pushed them, let them go inside the Capitol. But now, continue.
No, keep going. You already talking about it.
Oh, I was just trying to add context to what you already said. Just trying to get the plan.
Keep going.
Oh, led them to storming inside of the Capitol. At the Capitol were defacing things, smearing shit literally around the building and on the floors. Someone passed. They were shot in the neck, I believe. That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, man, I think it's just crazy that one man like has this much influence on people and can like make them do some of the foolish and outrageous things that they do. Like it's just this is like miniature level Hitler for me. Like it's a little frightening. I don't know.
It's the Hitler for me.
It's people. A lot of people that did storm the Capitol were found and
they've been arrested. Arrested, fired,
on their job, arrested,
banned from flights and shit like that, transportation, travel.
Yeah, so there were consequences, like I guess traditional consequences. Traditional consequences after. But when, for example, when we marched or people marched for us, it was a whole different issue. Police were outside. They were ready to do what they had to do to stop people. They boxed people in on streets and locked them up.
And we were outside on the streets. We weren't at the Capitol. We weren't at the White House. We were outside.
Like literally like peacefully marching or peacefully protesting. Like, and I feel like that's ridiculous.
I'm about to say, but you know what makes me like really proud to like hear, because we had a group conversation with some of the high school students I work with, and these are like 14, 15-year-old boys and girls like really articulating themselves and just saying how upset and how outrageous, you know, those events that occurred were, and brought up the same points that we just said, you know, just like heartfelt, like said these same things, and just like basically they couldn't curse, but they wanted to just say like it's fucked up how, you know, we was getting shot, rubber bullets, we got thrown on the ground, assaulted, beaten for protests on the streets, not even like storming a fucking national federal building. But, you know, the white people go in there and even though somebody gets shot, whatever, rest in peace. But the fact that was only one person and, you know, all this other shit that happened to us, like just to hear the youth to be so aware and be so articulate and just so motivated to like stand up and fight for the change, like just was really heartwarming for me, because, you know, it's gonna be them that leads us in the next generation, you know, when we're old as fuck, and we like that old nigga that was like, I'm not going nowhere, that shit ain't got nothing to do with nigga like 75, 80 years old. His mother's like, you going out there? He's like fuck that. Go out there for what? The fuck am I gonna do? And I feel that.
He's like, he's talking some weed.
We
fuck you mean with this wee shit?
Yeah, fuck you mean with this wee shit. But nah, seriously though, like
my phone too.
Yeah, like seriously though, like when we get old, like they're the ones that's gonna lead the change. Yeah,
it's literally like like you literally see it. Like it's no way you cannot say like
ignore it.
That you can't ignore it. Like you can't say it's no excuse for it. It's no excuse for it not happening or them. It's no excuse, and it's nothing to justify why they weren't.
Right.
Showing the things we were showed.
Like, we not in school no more, but we not in school no more.
It's a clear-cut example of what we be talking about.
This is crazy. We not in school no more, but this event will one day be in a textbook for maybe our kids.
That's another point that they brought up. Thank you.
Our nieces and nephews. This is something that they gonna put in a textbook one day, and I'm not gonna lie. Some things may be blurred, you know, everything won't be true. A lot of truth won't be there, I feel. Because, you know, when shit get made like this, sometimes they leave out a lot of important information. Go ahead.
You talking about the tweets, Don?
No, I'm not talking about okay. Get on Twitter. I'm talking about the high school kids that I was talking to, my kids. Yeah. Like, they were saying the same thing. They was like, we was expressing to them, like to hear them so engaged and know so much about it, and even younger than them know about it. Like that, there's no way that they can fuck up the textbooks and like lie to our face about it. Like back, like you could lie about shit back in the 1650s or whatever, Christopher Columbus, all them times and shit.
Right. Right.
We wasn't there. We were super oppressed. Like now, we're standing up. We're getting more and more power as you know the days and years go on. So it's like you can't lie to us no more like you used to.
Exactly. Like
so, yeah, some stuff will get misconstrued, but for the most part, it's gonna have to be accurate. If it ain't accurate,
yeah.
Only reason I said something about Twitter was because I was laughing at all the tweets when this parent was like, she was like me in the back of my son's history class, making sure they get this 2020 shit correct. And I was like, I was thinking about that shit, and I'm like, damn, like it's the same difference as when like I would do reports on like not just civil rights activism or stuff, or like the Rodney. I remember I did a paper on the Rodney King riots, and I never forget like some of the shit that I was reading on like the internet. My mom was like, that ain't how it happened. They was like this, and this. And I called my uncle. My uncle gave me some information. I'm just like, yo, what? And I'm like, with all of this shit going on, like we're gonna have to do the exact same shit when like our kids ask us questions about like, hey, Dad, you know, 2020, like they always talk about that was a crazy year. Like, how
was it really? Right.
Like, how was it really? Because they're only talking about the fact that it was like this big virus, but they don't really talk about how it affected y'all or like what happened like to people's jobs. It just because I'm pretty sure they're gonna play it like you had the virus, everything transpired. Whoever the president is that I guess will come in.
They're gonna try to, but we too powerful now to the point.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like that's how they.
You can believe what you read in textbooks now.
Or they're gonna put it out to where it's gonna look like the president, whoever the president is, coming into the virus completely being extracted from the world. I mean, not the world, but the nation. They're gonna make it seem like it was his administration that did it and everything.
Right.
Else. Like it was just so.
Nah, I definitely agree. One thing I also want to say is like, it's just. So I was talking to one of my friends, right? So basically, she was saying. Her and her dad was talking, and basically it's speculatory right now. But Donald Trump supposedly called in, and he basically made it so that they would have less security on that particular day at the Capitol. Like he gave people days off, so they would have not the most security. So when you watch those videos, that building is usually more protected than what it was. Like, it's so like the people were so spread out. It was so hard to contain most of the breaches unless most of the people were in one place. Mostly,
it's so easy to contain when you have a gun. Those black people.
And isn't it him that didn't want to send in the National Guard?
He didn't want to send the National Guard, and basically they had to force the National Guard to come. Like,
but he wanted to send in the National Guard when we were protesting for Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, I mean, y'all not wrong for every.
No, I'm just putting the pieces together.
Yeah, shit doesn't make sense for why every time people of color or black people, more importantly, or people who support
I'm not gonna
us
say every
in our
protest we
oppression,
did was peacefully, sir. But
no,
at the same time,
right.
It don't give him no right for him not to treat it the same way.
I mean, but at the same time, it sounds bad to say this, but we have common sense enough to know. We go march on that Capitol building like that. We're going to get mowed down. We're going to get shot. We're going to get killed. And it's sad that we have to look at a TV screen and hear about these people did that. And yes, there are consequences after. But what about in the moment? Why were they even able to get into the building? Right? Like
if it was us, we would have got shot before we even stepped across the grass.
Like, if I was in another country, I would be, like, laughing at us. Like, oh, so y'all oppress some of y'all people, but y'all let these people do what they want. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of fucking sense. So, like, this shit is just crazy to see. Like, and there's no way you can ignore that there isn't any type of racism or division in this country that has been here for years. You can't
big imbalance.
You can't ignore it. Unless you a fucking baby, a child, he wasn't, really present during this moment. When you get older, you'll understand them. But right now, if you telling me that there isn't anything called racism or systematic oppression or anything like that in this country, you are a fucking fool. And you need to open your eyes, for real.
I agree, and this is probably my last point I'm gonna speak on. But I think also these events that's all been happening over the past year all open up doors later down the line, because like you got even his own people that supported him, and even like the Republicans that's like changing their side and be like, look, this shit getting too out of hand. Like we was with you with like, you know, keeping money for the rich and shit like that, but now you seem like you trying to start a whole nother civil war, and we not with that.
Right.
And I think that just like you said, the world, other countries don't look at us and be like, these niggas are fucking crazy, but at the same time, they're gonna see how fucked up we are really, and they're gonna start support us when we really need the help. And it's just like years down the line, I just see a bigger change coming because of the shit just putting more on a pedestal, just showing more to the world in total.
And he was impeached as well today for the second time. He hopefully actually said
Senate follows up and
they impeached him,
so he cannot let him try to run again.
And people think a lot of people didn't think that was important. People were saying there's only 1 week left, the inauguration coming up. Why we even care to impeach him is because he can't run again. He doesn't have a chance to run again.
Also,
he doesn't have a chance to lead again.
Right. Also, all your taxpayer money goes to these presidents once they leave office. They get paid $200K a year, and they get Secret Service to live away. He can't get any of those benefits from us if he gets impeached twice. Right? Like not like my point exactly. But he said in a press conference yesterday, I believe, he said, "You can impeach me if you want to. Whatever happens next, it's on y'all." I said, "You know what? I won't even want a nigga like that to ever lead a country again." Like. You telling us? You're telling me
you're imprompting a violent act to happen. And
you like telling me what's gonna happen?
You're saying it without saying it, and it's bullshit. Like you're saying it without saying it, and it's bullshit. It's like you telling niggas to do it. But I just wanted to just key on that point that you said, Dre, when you was like even children, like as far as like the racism, children can even kind of pick up on racism or when two people that don't look alike are being treated differently. Because I feel like children are more aware and they speak out to things better than adults do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done had kids that I done been around that they'll say, well, you know, like whenever they feel a certain way, they just blurt it out. Like, you know, whatever. This is how I feel.
Right.
And I feel like they would notice that, you know what I'm saying, one person is being treated differently than the other. But I think like going forward, kind of like Don says, I think having the conversations now earlier in the development of each child about racism and what racism is and how it looks, these are conversations that are not going to just be had amongst black kids. I feel like these conversations are going to be had, you know, not just nationwide but worldwide. Because I feel like as kids and as like for the four of us as black males, I feel like we've had that conversation with either our parents, our grandparents, or any type of adult figure, how we should handle ourselves in certain situations, how we should look in certain situations where it comes to corporate America, all that other shit, and how we should look, act, and talk in certain situations so that we can come home safely. I'm pretty sure we've had those conversations. And I feel like how these conversations affect us, those same conversations should be had to each and every race across the nation about how black people are treated and how what you can do can potentially help them not being treated in the same way. You don't automatically assume that because his pants are sagging that he's illiterate, or you don't automatically assume that because he got a hood on his head that he's selling drugs. He might just be fucking cold.
Well, like,
right. Or just overall changing the narrative of how you view people can drastically change the level of racism that we experience. Because racism, no matter what we do, racism is always going to be there. Like, I think that's just a fact of the matter that we always have to deal with. But I feel like the level of racism of what we deal with can be significantly different. Because with Trump, like, motherfuckers is just very blatant. They not to your face blatant, or they know who to pick and choose. Because I feel like it's two types of black folks. And that's another conversation for another day. But they pick and choose who they want to say nigga to and shit like that. But with Trump being in office, like, it just prompted more people to come out and say shit that they've been holding on, because you got a leader that's been saying all of this shit. So I just feel like, kind of piggybacking on what Don said, like, it really is going to spark a lot of conversations, but it's really on the adults to open up their mouths and have these fucking conversations and stop sugarcoating this shit, because we've been sugarcoating shit for too fucking long, bro. And that's just it.
Yeah, so like we said, as a result, he was impeached for the second time and also banned from all social media outlets, and even ones that niggas didn't even think you can get banned from, like Pinterest and shit like that. Like,
and then nothing. He like, yeah, no, this nigga can't use nothing.
He got banned from Pinterest?
Yes.
Damn.
Damn.
You know how shitty you gotta be to get banned from Pinterest, bruh?
That's why some of his white supporters are like, nah, fuck this nigga. Yeah.
Damn.
So fuck him. He deserves it. This nigga said from FAMU, I got my dick sucked by a dude once, but I don't like dudes.
That's what Tank said.
No, he said if he does, that doesn't make him gay. That doesn't make you gay. He didn't say he gets.
If you try it one time, one time, don't make you gay, something like that.
That's gay.
It ain't gay. It ain't gay.
That's gay. That's gay. You gay.
You adding this part out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, look.
Why you gotta edit that part on?
I mean, it don't gotta make you gay. It make you expand.
Man, we taking dick all 2021, bro. I don't know why we keep acting like we in here. Yo.
I mean, I'm just not a believer of a male being bicurious or bisexual, but I mean, for people that believe it, I guess it makes them bisexual, but to my eyes, you're homosexual.
Yeah.
Why though?
That's just like that kissing.
If they fucking both.
That shit gay.
If you're grown and make that decision to let a grown man suck your dick at a grown man age, you're grown gay.
Hey, bro.
I mean, that's not always gay before you kiss other dude.
That's gay.
You can kiss your dad.
That's my
that's why I say as a grown man, you are you kissing your father as a grown man?
No, I'm not kissing my dad.
No, I'm asking Ty, as a grown man, are you gonna kiss your father?
I haven't seen my father in a long time. I kiss my father.
If he was out, you would kiss your father?
Yeah.
Like on the lips?
No, I won't kiss my father on the lips, but I kiss my father.
Why you gonna kiss him on the chin?
The cheek.
But that's the difference between me. I'm comfortable in my skin. I'm comfortable with my sexual.
I mean, I'm comfortable too, but I'm not kissing my grown ass father.
But I say I'm comfortable in my skin. I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I know they can be here now and not be here in 5 seconds.
I feel you. And the only time I kissed my father is when he was dead in the cash and I kissed his forehead. That's the only time I'm kissing my father. I'm not doing it while he's alive, bro. That shit is weird.
Some people just different. I don't deal with laws well personally, so. I'm a kid. I kiss my father. I ain't saying I'm gonna kiss my niggas. Like, yeah, I love you. I'm gonna tell you I love you, but I ain't gonna kiss my niggas. I kiss my father though. If I had a son, I'd kiss him too.
But that's understandable. That's your son.
So why would I?
I think that's understandable once you get to a certain age. Like,
yo, if my son 18 walking up like, yo, what's good, pops, kiss you on the cheek and shit. What's up with you, son? Like that.
So if I have a son,
wow, hug this nigga.
Hold up. If
I come from a household where you do that, you kiss women like that. Like my aunties, my aunt, my grandmother, you give them a kiss on the cheek, come give me a kiss. I'm not doing that as a grown man. I was never taught that to do that as a grown man.
My son hit the game.
I was never taught that because I never had a chance to be taught that. But I'm saying, if I have a son and he growing up, I'm like, okay, little nigga, come here, I'm gonna kiss you. Like, I'm gonna kiss you on your fucking face. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna kiss him on his head. I love you, little nigga. Go. Keep moving. That's just me though.
My son on his forehead a couple times. I ain't gonna hold. That's my nigga. I'm gonna fuck with him. Like,
that's what I'm saying, and that's all I'm saying.
I said your niggas.
I'm saying my son. I heard
your nigga.
No. But Dre, at what age were you still gonna kiss your son when you 21? Like,
I mean, no. I mean, not like if I'm being funny on some embarrassing shit, like he got.
Yeah, that's different. That's different. Niggas be playing like, oh, right. Come here real quick.
Like,
that's different.
Yeah. Other than that,
but not off the strip. If I see my son, like he just comes.
Not every time. Yeah, not every time. But I'm saying, like,
I get what Ty's saying.
If I do decide that I want to do that, I'm gonna do that.
But you saying you're not gonna do it. Dre is saying in a jokingly mood, like to fuck with his son. You're saying out of like love and like, I don't know if you're gonna be here in the next 10 seconds or tomorrow, so I'm kissing you get as an identification that I love you.
That's understandable though.
But I was
like you said, he don't deal with law.
You keep saying what you're saying. I'm just adding a different part to it.
But I just asked y'all question based off the original.
No, we not kissing our niggas, bro. You kissing your niggas, bro? You kissing me on the lips, bro? You gonna kiss me on my mouth? I don't think so. So don't ask me about kissing my niggas.
Yes, at the end of the day, we all have different perspectives. I personally believe kissing a grown man is just weird. Though. I think kissing a grown man is weird. That's just me.
If we on some,
everybody has their beliefs.
If we on some street shit, like I know, like we can. Somebody can run up here and shoot us anytime. They probably would. I see why they kiss each other. I'm like, all right, I kind of get it, but it's just a little different. That's weird. That's weird. But you know, everybody
niggas be doing their handshakes and kissing at the end. Like, come on, bro. What the fuck? We ain't gangsters, gay gangsters. Come on, what's up?
Some niggas will die for their nigga. They don't care about kissing them.
Oh, what's the next topic, bro?
I ain't kissing no nigga unless I'm fucking him.
Tyler's gonna bring on the Xbox.
28-12. My nigga Sharif Cooper is the real deal.
28.
Yeah, I watched his highlights. He did pretty good.
Yeah. I was gonna bring up about the Xbox. We all have the next gen Xbox, whether it's an Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S. So I just wanted to see you guys. I just want to see you guys' perspective on it. What y'all think? What y'all like about it? Dislike, the complications y'all having. If y'all aren't having any complications, what you think they should add in the update, if they updated, things like that.
Who wants to go first?
Well, I guess nobody got an Xbox, so I'll go.
No. I mean, I was gonna go, but I don't have any bad experience right now like everybody else. So I was gonna let y'all. I just go first because I got the least bad experience. The Xbox Series S that I have, I don't have an X. I looked at some comparison videos between the S and the X. Of course, the X is the next gen console that they're putting they put all the power into. The S is just a little bit not as powerful, but it runs all your next gen games. Clarity is still there. The performance is well. Like the shit works well for me. The only problem I have is that sometimes in the middle of certain games, it'll close out the game. I haven't had the problem of my system shutting off completely, but I definitely have had the games just cutting out. Also, sometimes I have an issue where like the game will certain games glitch. Like I'll press a certain button and I'll be stuck at a menu. But I mean, it's all kinks that they have. So, my experience so far, I would give it a 8 out of 10. With possibility to get better over time.
That's fair.
Oh, my fault.
I was saying that's fair.
Yeah, I give mine like a 7. Only reason I say that is because I have too many opportunities where my game will just like completely stop working. And it's usually like, I was talking to Don about it, where like if I go play one game online and I'll lose connection, then I'll go play another game and then it'll stop connection every game after that. I can't get back online. Or like this happened like when I first got it, where it wouldn't let me log in for long periods of time. And then I would log in. And then once I would get past the login portion, I would try to play a game and they would be like, you don't own the game. And I'd be like, what the fuck? Those two things used to happen to me a lot. And then the last one, obviously the game crashes, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But like the controller shit, that would happen.
Yeah, that's another one.
Where like, because I use battery packs, I don't use the batteries. So it's like whenever my battery pack get low, I just switch it out.
Do it with batteries too, and it starts blinking.
Oh, I didn't know it.
Do it with batteries too. It don't matter what you use in there. It's just the controller itself. It's just the controller itself.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. So that motherfucker start blinking, disconnecting.
I thought
no, it's the controller. So my original controller that came with my Xbox does not connect back to my Xbox anymore.
Yeah, like as soon as you switch the batteries out, it won't connect, and you got to turn.
No, not the batteries, not the battery. I got a new controller.
His controller
use the new one. I tried to go back and plug up the old one that came with it, and it won't connect. I hold the little connecting button on both of them. It don't work. Only way I could probably do it, I need that cord that's able to plug in from the Xbox to the controller.
Yeah,
that's
not USB no more. That's not regular USB no more.
Whenever I switch the batteries out, the light will just stay on.
That's the Mac charger.
USB-C.
The newer Macs.
Yeah.
The light.
The one I have don't have it, unfortunately.
And then I can't use the controller no more. So then I gotta like restart the whole Xbox just for the controller to reconnect again. It's like the controller freezes. Like
yeah, mine won't even do that. Mine just I restarted, unplugged it, left unplugged, plugged it back up, changed battery, all that. The white controller that came with it just won't work no more for me unless I plug it up.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That shit was like that the first week. So but other than that, I'll give it like a I said 7.5. Only reason I won't give it an 8 is because we haven't allowed other games to come out yet, because other games haven't really came out. We kind of been playing the same next gen games for the most part.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, as far as like bigger next gen game, not like Cyberpunk and all them other shit. I'm just talking about like bigger franchises like Madden and 2K and Call of Duty. I'm talking about like I need more bigger franchise type games to come out. But yeah, I give it like a 7 out of 5 out of 10.
7
out of 5 out of
10.
7.5 out of 10.
Boy, numbers fucked up.
I had the first Xbox I had was the Series S. I had that issue where my game would crash and it would dashboard me, send me to the home screen, and I had the bigger trouble with my controller not connecting. Every time I had to press the whole button, I had to turn my Xbox all the way off and then turn it back on, see if the controller connect, which worked. But since I got the Series X, I haven't had no issues. I've been smooth sailing, quick resume, game connections. I have no trouble doing nothing. And I have the I'm not sure if it's the connection issues was from Wi-Fi at first, but I have the cable plugged in from the Wi-Fi box to the Xbox. But other than that, I haven't had no issues. Like, it's been smooth sailing. My graphics been on point. My TV switched from the regular something 4K to the gaming 4K. It's been smooth sailing for me. I'm with Dre on the graphics, things like that. Other than that, I've been cool, I think. But I will say I got the second round of Xbox Series X. So I guess they kind of somewhat improved it, or whatever the case may be, or worked out the kinks before I got it. Other than that, I've been pretty good. Hopefully everybody can get to the same status where they don't have all the connection issues and things like that.
Oh, yeah, a lot of that should be software for real, so they just need to update it. I mean, that's pretty much a lot of shit that happens. Like the hardware inside is like at a certain level. Like, it's nice, but at the same time, you also got to think about your, you got your. What am I trying to say? You got your you gonna have your kinks. You gonna always have your kinks.
It's expected. It's expected, but the controller shit though, that's some simple shit. Like, yeah. Like, I expected to be tripping a little bit, like, or you're a dashboard sometimes or shit like that. But like the controller, that's crazy to me. Like, we waited all this time for us to not to be able to connect the controller that came with it. That's crazy. But
definitely. We could jump into these
all that wild ass my bad, that extra terabyte you got back for like $220 something. That's crazy. Understandable. Crazy.
Oh, that shit crazy. It's no way I can ever understand it. I can't.
So I guess the NFL playoffs are here now. Are all the wild card games done, or some more?
The wild card games are over. Yeah.
We're now into the playoffs now.
Divisional, yep, divisional round this weekend.
That's including playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So who y'all have winning the Super Bowl for the football heads, or even if you're not, you can pick a team.
Who left?
Green Bay, Kansas City, Buffalo Bills, Cleveland Browns, New Orleans Saints, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens.
And you got the Ravens winning. Who you think they're going to be going against? Who you got them going against? You guys who's an NFC team now. Do you know the difference?
Ass football.
Just pick who you think will win.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess I don't know if he's thinking or ain't him.
It's all right, as long as them bum ass Giants ain't there, that's all that matter, right? Tell him, B. Ha
ha. Low-key, I think the Bucks gonna sneak it. I think they're gonna hit a stride. Their offense gonna start clicking and their defense gonna start showing up like they did early in the season. I think Tom Brady gonna get another ring this year.
So it'll probably be Kansas City or Green Bay.
Green Bay is sneaky. Aaron Rodgers.
They've been setting it up all year that way. Aaron Rodgers pissed off because he got a first round. He
a down year for MVP. Me. It's a career year for other people.
Right. Yeah, he about to win MVP. He's the old guard. Patrick Mahomes the new guard. They're gonna battle it out in the Super Bowl. See who
that'd be tough because Aaron Rodgers has been playing really good this year. That'd be tough.
Yeah. They gonna be like, oh my
I would like to see. I would like to see like Lamar Jackson make it further than the first round though.
Yeah, I'm glad he got out that first round last week. He showed that he could win. This week is important. I think they play
the Bills,
the Bills. Yeah, I think they play the Bills. So it's gonna be a little rough. It's gonna be rough because it's gonna be rough. They can't play from behind. But I think if they get going early on the ground and he makes some good passes, it's gonna be a game because the one thing Buffalo can do is put up points. So
I think if Lamar got to take a shit, that's all.
I think if the Bills keep him in the pocket and force him to make perfect throws, which he might not do from the pocket, I think the Bills can sneak one again. Well, they won the first playoff game in convincing fashion, but I think the Bills can sneak a win.
I'm gonna keep it, but I don't really give a fuck who win. I'm just excited to watch it.
Who you got winning Super Bowl?
I don't give a fuck who won.
Nah, just choose the team. Just choose the team, man.
I ain't got nobody to choose, man.
Bro, just choose the team, bro.
I'm proud. You know, I'm choosing Heineke, man. Heineke next year, my nigga.
Man, fuck out of here, man.
This is so weird because I'm so used to basketball season being like full of like kind of getting in that full effect, getting close to the All-Star break. Because everybody really started watching ball to Christmas. It just so happens they started the season 3 days before Christmas, so we really at the beginning of the season still.
Yeah. We only teams is only 7-3. Some going maybe 12 games in.
12, 15 games at the most, yeah. So.
Well, now shit getting postponed. Some teams not that far.
Yeah.
But it should be interesting. I'm excited to see. I hope everything goes well with COVID protocols and everything. I hope shit don't get set back in terms of finishing up the football season. It seems like they've been doing pretty good because they hit a mid-season stride where COVID was taking over a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But now it seems like they started to get it together, which is why I don't think the NBA should stop shit. I think they just they're gonna hit that little rough patch and then they're gonna pick it back up and get everything together. But
yeah, but that's different though because they play on Sundays, Mondays, and that day NBA they're traveling 2 to 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they're not going 2 to 3 places. They're not going East Coast, West Coast. They're keeping it more division.
Yeah, they if you play,
still
in Houston
traveling
one
nonetheless.
Night, yeah, you play Houston one night, you probably play in Dallas the next night. They keep you in the city for the week or the road trip. So I
think that's smart. So that's kind of how football would kind of work.
Yeah,
in a sense. But it should be interesting playoffs. I just wanted to ask that real quick. I know you two are big football fans. I'm trying to get more into football. I'll talk to you more deeply when I learn.
Learning a lot, to be honest. You look like you learned a lot. You kind of understand the game a little bit more in regards to the football field and the rules and things like that.
Yeah, I still don't understand that one that y'all got hit with that call that Cowboys got hit with that one time that
he moved the ball before he hiked it.
What's the proper name for the call though?
Oh no, you talking about remember Ty when the nigga moved the ball before he kicked it that time?
Yeah, but what's the call called?
Oh my god, bro.
What's the name of that call?
That's some call. Bro. I've been watching football for so long.
Yeah, that's I remember you told me. I was like, that's the weirdest call I've ever heard of.
Bro,
what is that call called, bro?
Improper.
Right, we're gonna look. It was improper something. Yeah, that was the weirdest call I ever seen in my life. But
and y'all won. I'm just like,
that's what I remember. But that was a weird ass call. So I'm interested to learn about football though. But definitely next year.
It was a snap infraction or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's
improper snap infraction, right?
Some shit like
something
that.
about he shouldn't have been moving the ball before
They called it snap infraction, and they called it he said he improperly moved the ball. And then the next play before the kick, he did the same shit, and they snapped the ball and they missed and we lost.
All right, let's go ahead and move on past football for Brandon fall asleep over there. Every time you talk about football, this nigga gets super quiet like he just lost a best friend. We know you don't watch this shit, but damn, like Jesus Christ.
I don't know what to say. What I'm gonna say? Yay, hike the ball. Like,
man, say what you should talk about them bum
like female, man. Just say you excited to watch like the Super Bowl. Maybe have like the environment
with y'all because y'all get.
That's what I'm saying. If we could get a little, maybe niggas make that chicken dip. We be making some without the tomatoes for you or something like that. You know
what I'm saying?
Enjoy a good time.
Do y'all want to go Super Bowl party?
Side note.
Yeah, we gotta cook something potluck though. That's another thing.
What's
We reaching out of time though. I'm trying to get these next hours out of the way. We go ahead, B.
My allergen said that my is coming down, so I might can start eating tomatoes at a higher rate for 20.
I don't understand how you can't eat tomatoes but can eat ketchup and pizza and shit. That's weird.
Because it's not a tomato exactly.
You can't eat tomatoes in its organic,
the acidic
natural form.
It's about the acidic levels.
I guess when it's blended in with all the other shit, I guess it takes away all the naturalness of the tomato.
It's the acidic levels in tomato. Like I know.
All right, that's not these. All right, tomato man, be quiet. That's not these nuts. That's not these next ones out the way. I looked at this news. I saw it. Kevin Hart signed an extended, I guess, or signed a new long-term deal with Netflix, and that doesn't entail just stand-up comedies. That he has like 3 movies that set the lineup would be Netflix exclusives, which I think is pretty good. With every company getting exclusive deals, like Hulu got exclusive deals, and HBO Max. Then you got Peacock starting up, so I think that's a pretty big move because Kevin Hart makes pretty good movies when it's like comedy or even some of his
comedy.
Yeah, even some of his like acting, like he did the one where he was like helping the nigga that was in a wheelchair. I forgot the name of that movie, but he does some good performances outside of his range that he normally does. But I thought that was really cool.
Nah, it's only funny you brought that up because I was on Twitter and niggas was like, "Yo, do Kevin Hart got any movies where he's serious in?"
And that's definitely one.
What about the one where he was taking care of the guy that was paralyzed? Was that
You're like Zay. You're like Zay. Yeah. I just said that.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, you're like Zay.
I said the name.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, you're just like Zay. Go ahead.
And everybody was laughing because I remember when that movie was coming out. It wasn't like it was. You know how some movies get nominated for a bunch of awards, but they don't get a lot of push in the mainstream. It was like one of those. Like, he got nominated for a lot of awards and Emmys and shit. But I was laughing because niggas was like, I never heard of this movie. I'd never seen this shit. Now, this shit flopped. It was ass. We ain't hear nothing about it.
I'm like, this
nigga got nominations and awards. Like, people be ignorant, but it'd be funny because they don't be knowing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm going to say. Kevin Hart has a deal. Kevin Hart's production company, Heartbeat Productions, has a deal with Netflix. That's what I'm going to say. So it's not just stand-ups. It's movies. Go ahead.
Yeah, Shonda Rhimes got one too. I was saying because her shit called Shondaland Films, I believe, and her first gentleman is Bridgerton.
I thought we spoke about her combination with. No, I must have heard
it. She signed with Netflix though.
No, I know. We didn't talk about it on here. I heard it from the Joe Budden podcast.
But I feel like you said, with her getting that, and then now Kevin Hart signing a long-term deal. I'm not trying to put emphasis on black content creators, but it just feels like that Netflix is starting to listen to more of the culture and be like, you know what? These are people who know what the fuck is going on. They probably could add another layer to our thing. Like you said, they upping the price on Netflix when we was talking earlier because they're trying to get more production, more not Netflix series. They got to pay people. They got to get more money out of it, which I understand because like people been saying, Netflix been pretty boring lately. So we raise prices.
Netflix has not been boring. People just don't want to watch certain shit. It's not been boring. It's just that Netflix got so much shit. You don't know what the fuck to watch, and niggas don't want to try it. Joe Budden, all y'all niggas, it'd be a lot of good shit on Netflix. Y'all just don't be wanting to try it. Y'all like to go to HBO Max and Stars where it only got like 10 shows and there's not much to pick from. So you like, all right, some of them got to hit. Netflix, you got 400, 500 different shows.
Netflix is the only
Korean, Indian, Portuguese, all that shit. They got all the shows from different places.
Read the description and try some new shit. Like, you never know if you're going to like it or not.
Yeah,
like,
Netflix is
me and Don go back and forth.
Okay. My fault.
No, go ahead. It's all right.
No, I was about to say, Netflix is the only place where you can find like 2-star shit and actually be like invested in that shit. I found a couple of like 2-star, like 3-star shit that I ain't
low budget movies.
Yeah.
Them things be alright.
Real
Some of them
Netflix make their own indie movies, and people
I've
don't realize
seen
that.
low
Not
budget
everything you hit
movies that
is
was good as
Hollywood
shit.
production company. They partner. Netflix partner with a lot of indie companies to make indie movies, and people don't realize that, and indie shows.
Watch some Nigerian indie movies, man.
But yeah,
we go back to
proud Kevin Hart.
The show.
I'm excited to see what you got coming in the future, Kevin Hart. Keep it up. Real quick, Naomi Osaka, who's the girlfriend of Wabian Corday. I mean, I introduced her as that. She's a world-renowned tennis player that's really good right now, taking the world by storm. She's named House Ambassador of Louis Vuitton, which I don't know what House Ambassador is, but the Louis Vuitton part, it just sounds really nice. So, way to go, girl. You rock. If you get some Louis Vuitton tennis gear, she's fire. That's probably what's going to happen. That'll be tough. That'll be tough. Louis V tennis balls, tennis down. With a tennis bracelet on. Oh, she about to look iced out playing what she do best. That'll be tough.
She got the Louis V Apple Watch band on.
And she got the bad Louis V tennis duffel bag walking up to the court. Yeah, it's over. She coming. She Louis V socks, Louis V tennis socks.
People are told in just to watch her walk on the court.
If Louis V come out with athletic gear, it's over. It's over. It's over.
Won't be over for me because I won't be getting
niggas come out to the court with some Louis V gym shorts on and a Louis V tank, and you play like some ass.
I go in there for a party, one piece of it.
We robbing.
I'm trying to look good while I hoop. I ain't trying to hoop.
Don't wear no Louis V shorts. I get some shit. No,
I get the shorts because they last longer.
I get the Louis V bag just to put my basketball stuff in.
Nah, because then somebody might steal that shit if you leave on the side you playing ball. At least my shorts, they're going to be on my ass, so you got to take them off of me.
True.
No, you got that Louis V on? No, we got to get them up off him.
Niggas going to try to rob my bag when I'm on a fast break.
I'm not going to hold you, bro. Bro, if a nigga can go in my bag and steal my shit while all us at the court together, that's a problem. I got to stop being around y'all. That's fucked up.
Well, not a y'all thing, but niggas been doing that for years.
So I'm supposed to.
I never got my stuff stolen from the court ever.
I didn't say you. I'm just saying niggas in general. Like people been.
I would never let y'all shit get stolen.
It's not that we let it happen, but if we're playing and we're like, you know, niggas did the argument about checker. We on the other side of the court. Our badge is down there because we was originally playing on that side of the court. Some niggas say come in and try to run 5. We argue on the other side of the court in the middle of the game. Niggas walk in, we not paying attention to our stuff right there.
And then he want niggas. We gone, bro. We gone.
He want niggas come down the court like this.
No, but to be honest, we do.
Your bag good? Yeah, I think a nigga might get your bag.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Y'all right, but low-key, we do pay attention to why we playing. Like we stop for a second and look around to make sure our shit good, or we even stop the game, grab our shit to bring it down to where we get.
But not if we in the heat of the moment, though. Not in the heat of a moment of the game. It's 19-19. We trying to get to 21.
Especially
not
paying attention like that, nigga. We do not be paying attention. That's on God.
We don't. I agree. We do pay attention early in the game, but 19-19. If you argue with a nigga about a bucket and all that type of shit,
but 19-19, the shit already be next to us. In the beginning of the game, we probably be bullshit. But you're right.
I mean, it depends. Sometimes, yeah, you're right. Or even if it's next to us, I mean, but ain't no way it's next to us. We probably running full court. We might be on the other end of the court. Like, where you gonna put your stuff in?
They ain't gonna enjoy forever, bro. I don't know. I just never get my stuff stolen from the court, so I wouldn't know.
I pray that streak continues. So,
me too.
I don't want to talk about this last time because fuck that shit.
When the next time we go to the real question?
I don't know. Inside court is
what was the question? You said 2021 what?
Nah, I was saying the next topic I don't really want to talk about this and go too in depth, and I'm tired. I'm trying to eat my salad, so
fuck that. I just said anyway, bro.
We'll see what 2021 brings in store for the music game.
Bro, 2020 was light as shit for me, bro. That shit, I don't even be listening to shit in 2020 for real.
I hope that improves, especially for a lot of people this year.
This is the year of creation, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can probably have a lot of ideas out there, man. You guys create your ideas, write them down, because the next year coming is about the year of building, and make sure you all build upon your creations. This is Drake Boogie signing off. I love you guys.
Oh, make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure y'all subscribe on YouTube. Make sure y'all post the reviews, all that good stuff. You need that. If you don't want to,
Only the Real signing off. I'm gonna go finish watching the new mini docu-series called Night Stalker. The Hunt for a Serial Killer just dropped on Netflix. 4 episodes, limited series. Go check it out if you like that type of shit.
That scary shit. That weird
nah, that's my shit. I love that shit. That
yeah, just like the How to Kill Cats. We were just talking about that.
Yeah,
Then they dropped another jank just like
shit.
that. I'm into that shit. I'm gonna go watch that right now. Holla at y'all, baby.
All right, man.
Oh, I'm talking to them, not you.